Hey everybody, we're gonna make some zoodles tonight. So let me get started. I do have, if you see here, it's my spiraler. It is the best invention ever. So I already prepared it and loaded a zucchini up. One zucchini, loaded up. I love this pot. It's like fascinating to me. Look at that. Oh my God, I'm actually watching it on video, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, I love zucchini, and I love the fact that I can make an Italian dish out of it, and without the guilt. So here it goes. All right, so, and also you get a workout. So, I mean, it's a win-win. You know, my right arm is probably gonna be stronger than my left, but hey, whatever. They could be sisters, not twins, right? All right, so that one's done. So normally my husband has Zoodles with me. So I don't know if anybody can let me know where to get zucchini, but where I've been going lately, they've been small and kind of puny. So I've had to do, like, make 2 or 3, you know, if it's me and my husband and like one of the kids having, you know, having some. So I'm gonna load up another zucchini. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna pull this back. I do thin spirals, not the thick ones or not the ribbons. I always do the thin. Even when it comes to like eating spaghetti, I always prefer thin spaghetti or angel hair. Okay. Hi, Noah. All right, so let's get this spiraled out for you guys. It's going all over the counter, by the way. So I start off by spiraling my zucchini.
Me too.
Oh yeah, Noah?
Yeah, I like you.
You like me? I hope so. I'm your mother.
Mama, I want the mushrooms on.
Oh, he thinks that this part that comes out here is a mushroom because I'll show you my.
So.
And it's going all over the place. All right, so here's why Noah calls it a mushroom. Woo, here's your mushroom. You gonna go put that in the trash for Mommy?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mushrooms.
So what I put my zucchini to the side. No, don't put it in there. I don't want that. That's the junk. All right. By the way, clean hands.
Why?
And clean counters because
Why?
I make a mess.
Why?
And I get it all over the place. So, trash. Zucchini, ready to go. So I'm gonna put that over here. All right, then I'm gonna get a cutting board. Because I am going to grate and saute some onions with it. I'm a big fan of onions and garlic. I'm Portuguese. You know, Portuguese and Italian, there's onions and garlic and all that fun stuff. So, don't like sit here and be like, oh, she cuts an onion awesome. I don't know the technical way to cut an onion. I just cut it my way.
Mama, can you move right there?
No, I'm not moving. I can't move.
Why?
Right, so I had a little bit of a leftover onion in the fridge. But what I do is one of the tricks that I learned is if you run it under cold water, then you won't cry. But we'll see if this works. Hi. So we'll see if this works. So the onions, I want them a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna cut this in half, like so.
Hi. Mama, I love you.
And we're just gonna dice them. Oh, my wrist, I just lost.
What happened?
Hurt my wrist just by pushing on it. Carpal tunnel's coming back. Had the surgery and everything, and it's a couple of years later. It's
So,
bad.
hello. Hi.
Okay. So, here's my chopped onions.
Can I do it for you?
And I didn't cry.
Mama, can I do it
Somebody else
for
told me
you?
another trick to cutting onions is chewing gum. And you won't cry. But I always say a good cry is quite refreshing and releasing. So, you know what? Cut your onions and cry. Get that shit out. Okay. All right, so onions are cut. Okay? I'm gonna go grab some garlic. What are you doing, Noah?
I tried to see you.
And with me, I get like the lazy way, and I get squeezed garlic.
Mama, I want
And
that.
I just
Mama,
squeeze some on top of the sauteed, on top of the onions that are already cut, so that I don't need to.
Mommy, I want my
I always put about a
fishies. I want my
tablespoon of this, the
fishies.
squeezed onions.
I want my fishies.
There you go. Go ahead, go sit down and watch some TV, okay?
No.
All right, so there's that. Okay, and I'm going to put this to the side. I always have like everything to the side. Now, I also have some spinach. Don't put this here, please. I have some spinach, power food, right?
Yeah.
So with me, I'm wicked picky. I don't like these little stems. So I'm gonna pick through and take all the ones with the stems off. I buy the package that's already pre-washed. Like I said, I mean, I'm cooking dinner I usually cook 2 dinners because me and my husband usually have a separate dinner than the children. Or even if it's similar, I have to make an alternative on the side for us, because usually for them we'll do like pasta or potatoes, and as much as I love those things, all the time they're not the best for you. So we improvise and we do healthy. You know, the basis of this for me is the fact that I'm actually eating. So, which to me, I can in 1 second, yes. So I just roughly chop it. Hey, you can wait 1 second, okay? Go ahead, Daddy's right there. He's gonna put SpongeBob on for you. Okay? So I roughly chop it up, and it's only my husband and I, so I do about, I'd say like a cup of spinach. It wilts down, so, okay, that's that. I also have this Hunt's no salt added diced tomatoes. Okay, so I'm going to bring you over here with me to the stove. Okay, and we're gonna try to see if I can get it so you can see what's going on the stove. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna get my saute pan. Never do a cooking show. I'm not even prepared. I mean, really, you hear all the banging going on. Okay, I do use extra virgin olive oil, EVOO, as Rachel Ray says. And I turn up the flame to in between high and medium, just to get the oil going. Hi, sweetie. Okay, and I do enough just to coat the pan. And swirl it around, let it heat up a little bit. And remember, we're going to saute our onions and garlic. Where are they? Here they are. Okay. So, as I'm waiting for this to heat up, I would love for you guys to comment and give me any kind of recipes that you have for your zoodles, or any healthy alternatives that you have besides pasta. So, definitely comment and talk to me. Speak to me. All right, so here's the onions and garlic. We're gonna put them in. Okay, this is the sink. Which I always love when you have a sink full of dishes. I swear, it's like it just doesn't end, it never ends. Especially, you know, with children in the house, and I love to cook. I'm cooking or baking, so I just spread everything around evenly. Break it up a little bit. It'll break up as it heats up. All right. So I'm going to add some salt. Okay, we just had a conversation about the eraser in the kitchen the other day, right? Somebody put grated cheese that's opened into the cabinet, not to the refrigerator. Keep refrigerated after opening. Now this is like a special cheese that like I bought at, I think like McKinnon's Market or something. So yeah, I spent like $6 on this cheese. And of course that's the one that they decide to put in the cabinet. Anyway, let's move along. Okay, so we got a sizzle going. We got a sizzle. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Good. All right, so working these onions, make sure they saute nicely. You know, I know that Rachel Ray has like this whole like, oh, 30-minute meal. So I'm gonna put together my 30-minute meal. Okay, I'm gonna do it in 20 minutes.
I'm going to wash my handlebars off.
Wash your handlebars off? Oh, okay. Do you, buddy? Do you? All right. So we're sauteing. I should have some music on. I usually do, but. Hi, honey. Hi. I know, right? At least it's not like I'm pretending to talk to somebody, although I do talk to myself a lot. I'm still just really upset about that whole grated cheese thing. I know, right? Sandra, let it go. So, me with salt, I am not a salt person. I don't keep salt on my table. I believe it's really unhealthy. So with salt, I like to put it in the palm of my hand when I'm going to use it. And I'd say like maybe a half a teaspoon of salt. I do, and it actually just makes it go a little bit faster. So that's really what I do for salt in this product here. So, all right, we're sauteing. And we're going. So I learned how to do like this flip thing, and I was like, look at excited by it, by the way. Look at my hair. So you have the pan flat, right? So you want to put it like this a little bit, and then move it back. Yeah, awesome. All right. Okay, so that's sauteing. I have my zoodles here, and I prepared my spinach. So I'm going to throw the spinach in. It'll wilt down. I also have this. I had a half a can left of tomatoes. I only use a half a can for each serving. All right, we're good. I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit while that's sauteing. All right. 2 minutes. Okay, so we've got it all together now, and it's sauteing. Smells really good. Just like the aroma of the garlic. It smells amazing. Let's see. So if you can see, it's like all the tomatoes and the spinach and the garlic and everything really healthy for you. Olive oil, like I said, extra virgin olive oil you want to use. Okay, let me stir up my spaghetti now. See, I'm cooking 2 meals at once. My spaghetti's going for my kids. None of them like Zoodles, which is like surprising because especially Sean, my Sean usually likes like different things, and he'll try it, but he doesn't. He says he doesn't like the consistency of it. Same thing with spaghetti squash. They don't like the consistency of it. All right, so I think we got that going on. I don't like a crunch in my onions, so I will I'm getting like a facial here. So I will saute it a little bit of extra time. All right. So let's add in our zucchini. Okay. And I just take tongs and I just kind of flip everything around. And you're going to see what it looks like. I'll do the after product. I'll still smooth it around. Last night I made eggplant. My mom passed away 8 years yesterday. And she had some favorite meals that she ate. And eggplant was definitely one of her guilty pleasures. Because like eggplant, yeah, it's a vegetable, right? But it doesn't really have any perks to it or value to it. So, you know, and then of course the way that you make eggplant parm is you know, it's kind of unhealthy. But anyway, we decided to put the unhealthiness aside yesterday, you know, in honor of her, and I made some Portuguese soup. That was actually one of the last foods that my mother technically was able to eat. We used to make her a Portuguese soup because that's the only thing that she can keep down. So just having it last night just like made me remember her. So tonight we're having leftover eggplant, and instead of pasta, I didn't want to do the pasta again. So that's why I'm making the zoodles. But I'm making the pasta for the children, like I said. All right, so I'm going to finish this, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I added a couple more things. Now, remember, we're only cooking this for legit, all together, I would say 10 minutes. I'm like getting this everywhere. I usually don't cook this messy. I think it's because I'm trying to do a video at the same time. All right. So I do add a little bit of low sodium chicken broth. There is a little bit of water in here, but I like my things like really liquidy and soft and make it feel like I'm eating like almost like a soup. So I usually do everything separately, but today I'm gonna do the Italian medley, Mrs. Dash. It's salt-free. Again, and I don't have a salt problem. Like my doctor never said to me like stay away from salt. I just choose not to include a lot of it in my diet. I'm not one to like measure out spices. I just kind of eyeball it. But I guess I'd say that was about a teaspoon and a half, maybe a tablespoon of Italian medley. All right, so everything is cooked down. So now, because I do like my zucchini a little bit soft, I was mentioning, let's turn this pasta off. That's definitely done. I am gonna add a little bit of pepper. I like spice. And a little bit of kick. Okay. And we're good. So I put it down to about simmer. I'm going to grab this now and kind of direct where I'm recording. Oh, that thing is messed up. Okay, so I do like to keep it a little bit on simmer. And here's what it looks like. And it's boiling, and like I said, I added a little bit of chicken broth. There's spinach in there. There's diced tomatoes, onions, garlic, zucchini. And so I let it just simmer down and cook down. Some Italian medley, Mrs. Dash, about a half a teaspoon of salt, about a half a teaspoon of pepper, and we just let it cook. So, okay, I'm going to cover it and let this cook. Let's see, I'm gonna set my timer for 5 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, so we're about to finish. It's been 5 minutes and it's simmered and all nice and soft. And I actually add a little bit of grated cheese. Okay, and that's done. And I let it sit for an extra like 3 minutes, and then that's it, I serve. So I have a little Italian medley on the side. That's a healthier option. And we're all happy. Have a great night. Bye.